Hi, everybody. This is John back from Military Game Show, second episode. We did Military Game Show 1 about a year ago. Been doing the news, doing Military Game Show 2 now. I wrote the questions back then, but we haven't been able to schedule it, but we're doing it now. We got Brandon, our returning champion. We got Jesse, not Mason, Jesse, first time I messed it up, who also was on the last version of this. And then we have Dr. Matt, who is new and is our third person. So let's start with Brandon, Jesse, Matt. If you guys just want to say hi real quick.
Yo, hi. Let's do it. I'm ready to lose.
Hoping you lose, yeah.
Hey, it's Jesse, ready to topple the winner.
Matt, you want to say hi?
Hola, ¿qué pasa?
All right. I'm going to get into the rules. We got our avatars here. So Jesse is Fox News Pete Hegseth. Brandon is Hawktua. And Matt is DeSanctimonious. And so I'm about to begin the game. I changed the rules a little bit since last time. So they were complaining about before. But basically, if they get the question wrong, it won't take away points. So if someone gets it wrong, there's just be less, worry about losing
less consequences because the world is so much easier now. Thank you.
Yeah, participation trophies for everybody. And there'll be 2 rounds. There's 12 categories total, so it's 6 categories, and then there'll be another round of 6 categories. After that, there's final, Jeopardy or whatever. It's basically Jeopardy style, and then it's just like Jeopardy, right? So, gonna get started. You guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm wagering all my Bitcoin on this.
Great. All right. Military Game Show 2. Categories are special ops training, NASA programs, terrorist leaders, emperors and kings, fortresses, and military nicknames. Brandon, you won last time. Hawktua, you won last time. So you want to Hawktua the first one here?
Nice. Not bad. Not a bad start. Let's go emperors and kings for 100.
This emperor united Europe as the only recognized emperor during the Dark Ages.
Charlemagne?
You got to push the thing, but yeah, you got it right. So don't say the question before, if someone else answers, because you help them, but unless you're trying to fuck them up, that's okay too. All right, so good job, Matt. Matt, you'll pick the next.
I'll take military nicknames for 500.
All right. General Thomas, Jonathan Jackson.
Roundwall?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. All right.
Fortresses for 500.
This ancient fortress was situated on a rock plateau overlooking the Dead Sea.
Masada?
Brandon, that's correct.
In 73 AD, Masada, the impregnable mountain fortress in the Judean desert, stood as the final holdout against the onslaught of Rome's legions. The siege that followed would mark the final, bloody suppression of the Jewish revolt with an encounter whose awe-inspiring remains can still be seen in the desert today.
Let's do fortresses for 400.
This legendary fortress located on a small island with a sheer cliff face at the southern tip of Europe. I also added the music this time too.
Gibraltar?
That is correct.
Got to buzz in.
He did buzz in.
Okay. We wouldn't see it. All right.
All right, Matt.
Emperors and kings for 500.
500. Correct. This legendary king successfully defended his English kingdom against the Danes or Vikings, as it were. If you saw the TV show.
Yeah, Alfred.
Yeah, it's Alfred the Great. It's correct. Last Kingdom TV show on Netflix. Very good. All right.
One day, it is my hope that all kingdoms will become one. The birth of an England, the idea of a single kingdom called England, has to begin here. United under one God.
You will be God's king, my lord.
You are God's king.
Emperors and kings for 400.
All right. This king conquered Jerusalem, made it the capital of united Judea, Samaria, and brought the Ark of the Covenant to the city.
Solomon?
Matt, that is wrong. Womp womp. Nothing? Nobody? All right.
David.
Who's wait? What's going on here? No one's clicking in.
Was it David?
Because we don't know. I don't know.
So no one basically had an answer here.
What was the
No.
answer?
That's King David, yeah. But like you already
You
got it
got the
wrong. Well, I can't.
Right,
You
but nobody
already
else
got it
answered.
wrong.
Jeopardy rules, other than
Okay,
no
skip it.
consequences.
Yeah, I mean you already got it. You got it wrong with the Solomon one. So and they didn't know what it was. So.
Terrorist leaders for 500.
Terrorist leaders 500. This mullah is currently the Secretary General of Hezbollah. Now he's dead. So,
The director of the CIA.
he's dead as fuck now. I wrote this a while ago.
I don't remember the dude's name.
You don't know who's okay. No one's got it. All right. Hassan
Yeah,
Nasrallah.
there you go. Yeah.
This is the moment Israeli fighter jets bomb Beirut. Deafening explosions as huge plumes of smoke engulf the skies above. Israel's military immediately claimed responsibility, saying it had targeted Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah, amid unconfirmed reports the group's figurehead and leader may have been at the site.
NASA programs for 500.
Designed by Boeing, this reusable robotic space plane is described as an orbital test vehicle.
It's like X-25.
I mean, it's not right, but it's somewhat close there. So that's wrong. Does anybody else want to wager a guess? It will not hurt you.
It's a number like that. It's like X something or another. 49.
Come on, Jesse. What the fuck, man?
X26? I don't know.
69.
X37B.
Yeah.
Or 37, I might be, whatever. All right.
The U.S. has been flying this spacecraft since 2010 called the X-37B. It was recently loaded into a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket and then blasted into space on a super secret mission right before the new year, with very few details revealed about where it's going, how long it will be up there, and what it'll be doing.
Jesse, why don't you pick one? You'll suck anyway. Jesse, you pick one.
All right, fine. We'll do military nicknames for 100.
All right. Francis Marion.
The Gray Ghost.
Haktua.
Swamp Fox.
That's easy, all right.
He was also the Gray Ghost, right?
No.
That's like a comic book character. Who the fuck is
No,
the
Great Ghost.
No, that's Robert E.
General
Lee.
Mosby. No, it's Mosby.
Mosby, okay.
Yeah. Ranger history sucked.
He's a freaking ranger. Freaking Ranger Mosby.
You should have. Anyway.
They took him off the memorial, dude.
Did they?
Because he's a Confederate. They sure the fuck did, dude. The
All right.
Ranger Memorial Foundation tried to appeal it, but they still removed that shit.
Mosby's not on the memorial anymore. All right.
Yeah, it's jacked up. 200 military nicknames. 200.
General Jim Mattis. James Mattis, whatever his name is.
Mad Dog.
Is that Fox News, Pete?
Mad Dog Mattis.
Mad Dog.
Mad
I
Dog.
think Jesse got that one, so I'm going to give it to Jesse.
Military nicknames for 300.
All right. Schwarzkopf.
Norman Norman.
No, it's Jesse.
Storm and Norman.
Yeah. All right. Look, don't say anything until I call on you, because you guys can't see who's clicked in.
Nicknames for 400.
Erwin Rommel. Brandon should know this one. De Sanctimonious.
Desert Fox.
That is correct.
Why should I know this one specifically?
Because you're just a tank guy. Tank games. You know Rommel?
Let's take military fortresses for 300.
All right. This coastal fortress defended Baltimore Harbor in 1814, and the views of that battle eventually inspired the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, Jesus.
Francis Scott Key. I'm from Maryland, guys. Come on. Like,
I know this, but I can't think of it.
it starts with
Dum,
forts.
dum.
I'll tell you.
Fort Sumter.
That's not Fort.
No.
Definitely not
No,
Fort
he's-
Sumter. That's South Carolina. Fort McHenry.
Oh, actually, fuck. I hit the correct button. That sucks.
The British Navy attacked and blockaded the nation's east coast heartland. Up and down the Chesapeake Bay they raided, destroying towns and farms and spreading fear. Then, in August 1814, disaster. The invading British seized Washington, D.C. and burned the nation's capital. A citizen soldier of Baltimore spoke for many.
Every American heart is bursting with shame and indignation at the catastrophe.
and Baltimore hearts were also full of anxiety, for they feared they would be next.
Next, they set their sights on Fort McHenry, the star-shaped stronghold overlooking Baltimore Harbor. On September 12, 1814, 4,000 British troops landed at North Point, determined to capture the port city and destroy American resolve. The trouble was, Fort McHenry had been built to withstand an onslaught from land and sea. Under the command of Major George Armistead, 1,000 U.S. troops were gathered inside, their defenses aided by a line of sunken American merchant ships that blocked the entrance to the harbor. An initial ground assault ended in small gains for the British. But the Americans held their own. On September 13th, the British naval bombardment began, an assault of bombs and rockets that lasted for 27 hours. Although 2 buildings in the fort were damaged and a few casualties were inflicted, U.S. troops fought back with long-range cannons that kept the British at bay. On the morning of September 14th, Fort McHenry still stood. In celebration, the U.S. replaced the battered storm flag that had endured the barrage with the large garrison flag that was raised every morning, signaling that they had not been defeated. The Americans had forced the British to withdraw. Watch out.
Fortresses for 300.
I've got to note that Matt has an unearned $300 in his notional bank account here.
Who's winning right now? I don't see it.
You're winning. You're winning. You basically have you have 1,400. Brain has 1,100, and Jesse has 500.
I want to be adjusted talk to it, please.
Are you going to Venmo us this money at the end, or how do we get it?
It's notional.
That's rude.
I'll send you a picture of me with my shirt off if you want.
Whoever wins, you got to send like one of those fake checks to one of the big ones.
Special Ops training for 500, sir.
Special Activities Division trains CI paramilitary officers at this facility.
The farm?
That's correct. Also Camp Perry.
Yeah. We'll do Special Ops training for 400.
Assessment selection phase 1 for MARSOC is conducted at this training facility.
This isn't even really in Special Operations. It's Marine Corps, so that doesn't count.
Okay. I do like that.
I'll give it a shot.
Jesse.
Quantico?
No.
No. Okay, I have no idea.
All right, so Camp Lejeune.
Lejeune, Jesus. Should have known that one.
Matt, I think.
Let's go Special Ops for 300.
All right. This underwater training course conducted in Key West, Florida is considered the toughest Army school. Matt?
Scuba training.
Or, whatever. Combat, whatever.
The ocean is the most dangerous environment to train in, for the simple fact that everything can go wrong at once. You have to deal with the depths of the water, the currents, the tides, the sea life. It is a very extremely dangerous environment, which is why we train so hard with our students. We can put them safely in the ocean by themselves, day or night, in the worst possible conditions, and they will conduct that mission to perfection.
Special Ops 200.
This Navy boat teams train on weapons tactics used to infiltrate Navy SEALs and other special operations forces on boats.
Well, you want the type of boat? You want the type of boat?
the unit. Oh, shit. God damn it.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
SWIC teams.
Yeah, you guys all knew it. All right.
SWIC is a community of elite operators trained in the operation of state-of-the-art combatant craft, weaponry, and special tactics. We use our speed, stealth, and firepower against high-value targets anywhere in the world. As a SWIC, you will learn the skills to be an expert in heavy weapons, navigation, engineering, and communications.
Jesse, I'm going to give you a free one later, too. That way you'll even everybody out. I'm just kidding. Brandon, that was like a 200 there. All right. I just keep clicking the wrong button. Anyway, unearned. Let's do Brandon again.
Special ops for 100.
This is the training course for the U.S. Army Green Berets. Matt.
Robin Sage Q course, which I'm currently the medical director for the actors involved.
Okay. All right. That is correct. Q course.
I would have gotten one right.
Let's do NASA programs for 400.
This low orbit space telescope was launched by the Discovery in 1990.
Hubble?
Matt. Yeah, that's right. I think. Yeah.
NASA for 300.
This NASA program's mission is to bring humans to the moon again. Jesse.
What's Artemis?
That is correct. Jesse.
200. NASA's programs for 200.
All right. This joint space program with Russia, Japan, Europe, Canada is still ongoing since 1993. Jesse.
What is the International Space Station?
That's correct.
Let's finish it off at 100.
This NASA program was the first manned U.S. space program. Jesse.
Oh, fuck.
Think like long time ago. Like
I know. I just can't think of it. So my timer's probably Apollo.
Incorrect. No points deducted. Matt.
Gemini.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit. I was going to say.
I just guessed something there. Come on.
It's not Challenger, but that's the only one I can think of now. So I know that's wrong, though.
All right.
That's the name of the shuttle.
Mercury was the first one. Mercury.
Project Mercury was born October 7th, 1958. Program approval was granted 1 week after the establishment of the new National Aeronautics and Space Agency. Program mission: put a man into space, orbit him around the Earth, and recover him safely. Program requirements: select a suitable launch vehicle, build a spacecraft, and train men to fly the space mission.
All right, so back to me losing again. So terrorist leaders for 100.
100. This is a photo. Can you guys see the photo?
We can.
Yeah. Can see it. Don't know who it is.
Nobody? All right. Zarqawi.
Muhammad.
Oh, sorry, Zarqawi. Should have known that one. I was in Ramadi.
Butcher
Muhammad
of Ramadi.
was a good guess, though, right?
Yeah.
A butcher of Ramadi. Who picked that one, Jesse?
I was going to say that, but I forgot that
Okay,
there's no
200.
consequences.
Terrorist leaders for 200.
This narco-terrorist fought a civil war against his own country and won. It's in South America. Matt.
Che Guevara?
No. Narco-terrorist.
Technically, though, Che Guevara?
No, he was like a communist
He's got a
revolutionary.
Netflix show. I can't think of his.
There is a Netflix show. There's definitely a Netflix show.
There's 100. Escobar. Escobar. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, Matt, you're helping the enemy here.
Like, he looks like Pablo Escobar. I'm trying to help him.
But one thing still spooks the king of Medellin.
The only thing Escobar really feared was he feared extradition to the U.S. and he feared DEA as a result of that.
The DEA aren't the only ones who want Escobar extradited. In August 1989, presidential candidate Luis Galan makes it clear if he is elected, Escobar will be on the first plane out of Colombia. But Escobar strikes first. Galan's murder launches open warfare between Escobar and the Colombian government.
I had never, ever seen organized crime try to take down a sovereign government the way he did. Unprecedented. Hasn't occurred since.
I need the points. So we'll go with Terrorist Leaders 300.
This Al-Qaeda leader was killed in 2022. CIA ninja bomb struck him on a balcony in Kabul after they fucked us and pulled us out. Who's up? How many Al-Qaeda leaders are left in 2022, guys? Come on.
We've killed so many of them, though.
Yes, so many are dead. Okay, no, Zawahiri. Zawahiri. Osama bin Laden's second command.
Fortresses for 100.
This line of concrete fortifications was designed to deter the invasion of France. Matt.
Marno?
The what?
Marno line?
What the fuck can I think of?
I feel like I'm mispronouncing it. Marnoir?
What country? Okay.
It's in France. It's like...
All right, okay. Can we, does anyone else know what it is? I mean, is this like the closest we can get?
Monnoir?
No one else?
I'm going to get mocked for this hard if this is like actually going on the internet.
It's close. All right. I'm going to give it to him.
I mean, it's like France. Yeah, it's like... Yeah.
Maginot.
Yeah.
The Maginot Line, a network of defences built by the French in the aftermath of World War I, was set to prevent a German force from ever entering France in the same way again. It was completed in 1939, just as the Nazis were to begin their invasion of Poland, but the Maginot Line would not stop the German advance. Why? The main reason, while it was impressive and would have been effective at preventing a huge infantry invasion attempt like a rerun of the First World War, forced into developing tactics that worked with reduced numbers due to the restrictions forced on them with the Treaty of Versailles, the Germans had become experts of doing more with less, and it would change warfare forever. The Maginot Line was static, and the Nazis planned the perfect way of breaking it. Small forces made advances towards the French-German border, but this was a ruse. At the same time, the German armoured divisions, made up of fast-moving panzer tanks rather than infantry, supported by the Luftwaffe from the air with their devastating bombing runs, the German armoured column didn't go to the place the French expected. Instead, they took advantage of the neutrality of Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg, swarming through each country, pushing the Allies back to Dunkirk in the north and breaking through the weakest part of the Maginot Line in the Ardennes between Luxembourg and Belgium. Within 6 weeks, France would be conquered.
Matt.
I wasn't going to get it right.
Fortresses for 200. Maginot Line.
This complex utilizes the mountains around Colorado Springs as fortification, dominates the North American airspace behind 25-foot blast doors.
NORAD.
That is the military command, not
Cheyenne Mountain.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Does
anyone else know?
Come on. Yeah, I was going to say the Cheyenne Mountain
You're going to
complex.
say, I owe Jesse one, and you definitely fucked it up. So I'm going to say no to you and yes to Jesse. Jesse, I owe you one. You got your 2. Jesse, you're up.
All right, let's lose this on Emperors and Kings for 200.
After overthrowing her husband Peter III, this empress advanced ideals of the Enlightenment. Obviously, this is a female.
I mean, it's 2024. Is that obvious?
Well, I mean, this was in the 1800s.
Still, though.
This was in Russia. You know, Peter the Great, Russia, or not Peter the Great, but Peter III. All right.
Yeah, Catherine.
Okay. Fair enough. Also, I think there's like an HBO miniseries on her.
Do you know who I am? I have survived in a world that does not want me.
When I first came here from Germany, I did not even speak the language.
She's a very clever and well-read woman.
But I fell in love with this country. Its passion.
She loves a lot of things. A lot of men.
I'm for expansion. I'm for empire.
Does she love anything apart from power?
Do you think she even likes men? She eats them and spits them out.
Sounds like an interesting proposition.
You are a very attractive man.
Coming from the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, that is indeed a compliment.
Come up to my private apartments. You may do whatever it is you think I want. But I will not share my throne with anyone.
I think it's Helen Mirren or something. I don't know.
Let's do terrorist leaders for 400.
This infamous international terrorist responsible for assassinations and bombings from 1973 1985, he was described as a jackal.
Don't fudge it up.
This is Carlos the Jackal.
Few names evoke as much fear and fascination as Carlos the Jackal. Over the years, the Venezuelan carried out a series of kidnappings, bombings, and high-profile attacks, which earned him a place among the most infamous terrorists of the 20th century. Carlos was finally captured by French agents in 1994 and has since received 3 life sentences. He's still in prison today. He's depicted in pop culture as the rock star of the International Revolution, a Marxist guerrilla, and a serial womanizer, an image he despises. But others have picked out the romanticized legends and myths, instead portraying him as a reckless, vain, professional mercenary who towards the end of his career seeked money and glory.
We're just going to do 300, this last one. This fearsome leader of the Hunnic Empire devastated the Eastern and Western Roman Empire before his death in 453 AD. Bring it.
Attila.
Yeah, that's right. Matt is currently in the lead, y'all, but we got a whole another round ready to go, and you got Final Jeopardy too. All right. So next, round 2, Coast Guard ranks.
Coast Guard. Oh God.
Military comedies, submarines, foreign special ops, civil wars, great military blunders. You can't see it, but it is blunders. I'm gonna get these Coast Guard ranks out so I can accurately grade you.
Let's do Civil Wars for 500.
In June 1932, this army was removed from Washington, D.C. by General Douglas MacArthur.
This was the bonus army.
That's correct. I think Matt had
3,300.
Yeah, let me write this down. Matt got the bonus army. Matt, you're up for the next one.
Let's do Civil Wars for 400.
This military commander was killed on September 9th, 2001, when assassins hit a bomb in their TV camera. September 9th, 2001, very close to September 11th, 2001. We know that date, right? Nobody. This is in Afghanistan. All right. Great Afghan military general, Ahmad Shah Massoud.
300. Civil Wars.
We got double jeopardy here. So Mark Antony stabbed himself in the stomach after hearing that this Egyptian pharaoh had killed herself.
This would be Cleopatra.
That's correct. All right.
200. Civil Wars.
Civil Wars 200. This nationalist leader fled to the island of Taiwan after being defeated in the Chinese Civil War. Nationalist, not communist. This is World War II, after World War II. This is Chiang Kai-shek.
That was my first guess, but I didn't want to say it.
Well, you're not going to lose any points. All right, let's stay with Matt since no one's answering here.
Civil War is 100.
100. This general of the American Civil War drove the Union victory and was the U.S. president from 1869 to Brandon.
Grant. Ulysses Grant.
Yeah, that's correct.
Submarines for 100.
These submarines pillaged Allied shipping lanes in the Atlantic during World War I and World War II.
U-boat.
That's correct. Brandon?
Submarines for 200.
This class of U.S. fast attack submarine was immortalized in Tom Clancy's The Hunt for Red October. Matt.
Ohio class?
I think that is not right. I wasn't in the Navy, but I think that's not right. That is not right. Is anyone else? It's a city in America. No? Anyone? Brandon?
Baltimore class.
That's wrong. Jesse, did you have a Jesse?
The New York class?
No, not the. Come on, guys.
Los Angeles. Fuck Los Angeles.
Red October.
That was the only other choice left.
I had to look it up too. I wanted to do a Hunt for Red October, but I had to look it up. So you're good. All right.
New Paroski. Немного. Полезно знать, что думает противник. Не правда ли?
It is.
I doubt you'd remember, but we met once at the consulate in Leningrad, along with your wife. I'm very sorry.
What gives you the right to fire on my ship? Your signal said nothing of a torpedo.
Ryan? It was necessary to maintain the illusion for your crew.
My crew are being rescued, yes?
As we speak.
You sent the signal.
That's correct, sir.
Then how did you know our reactor accident was false?
Well, that was a guess, but it seemed logical.
Very well. I present you the ballistic missile submarine Red October. My officers and I request asylum in the United States of America.
It's a pleasure, sir. Bart Mancuso, USS Dallas.
Torpedo! The Americans are shooting at us again.
Pitch is too high. The torpedo's rushed.
Submarines for 300.
In August 2023, this country's submarine got caught in their own anti-submarine trap, causing the death of all but one of the crew. And this is a country. Matt.
Russia.
That's wrong. Who's next? Brandon.
China.
That is correct.
China.
China.
All right, Brandon.
I think I remember that.
Brandon.
400 submarines.
In 2022, a top secret underwater drone attack on this base failed after Elon Musk refused to turn on Starlink. Brandon loves Elon Musk, so
I never said I love Elon Musk. Don't.
Like, all our base belong to us.
All right, so this is a base.
I know where it was at. Are you asking for a country? You want the base name, or just the country it was
city
in?
Or the? I mean, it's in the Black Sea. Like,
I'll say I don't know. It's definitely in the Ukraine somewhere. We'll say Crimea.
It's like the city there. It's like the base of that city. Sevastopol.
500 air submarines.
This class of ballistic missile submarines has been providing sea-based long-range nuclear deterrent for the United States since '81. Matt.
Ohio.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Let's go with Foreign Special Ops Unit for 500.
This special ops unit is responsible for clandestine operations, SIGINT, cyber warfare, intelligence, surveillance, sometimes referred to as the Israeli SIGINT National Unit, Matt.
This isn't the Mossad. We're talking about...
This is a military unit. That's an intelligence organization.
Right. Well, you have intelligence here. I'm embarrassed.
It starts with unit. So it's like unit something. So does anyone have a guess? You obviously don't know it, so I'm going to say no. Does anyone else have a guess? All right. I'm going to... Unit 8200.
What a name.
Sounds like an apartment.
I think we're still on Matt.
Foreign Special Ops Units for 400.
This Australian Special Ops Unit shares its motto with the British counterpart, Who Dares Wins. Matt.
SAS?
That is correct.
300.
This is the sister unit of the British 22nd Special Air Service Regiment, SAS, and is the Maritime Special Forces of the United Kingdom Special Forces. Matt.
I would ask SBS, but what color is the boathouse at Hereford? Yeah, but SBS.
Yeah, it's SBS. SBS, Special Boat Service.
200.
200. This special ops unit is famous for storming the Afghan presidential palace. Not recently. Brain.
The Northern Alliance, the Northern Coalition. I know where they're at. I can't think of their damn.
Anyone else? It's not any Afghans.
Third Ranger Battalion.
This is Spetsnaz, Russian Special Forces.
Yeah, they did that back in the 80s.
Yeah, they invaded Christmas Day, 1979.
100.
In 1940, this country conducted the first combat jump in Denmark. Brandon.
Germany.
That's correct.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Coast Guard for 100.
All right, let me get my notes. 100?
Yeah, why not? Let's start easy.
Brandon.
Seaman 3rd class.
That is incorrect. You just wanted to say seaman on my show, you motherfucker. Anybody else? Jesse.
Petty officer 1st class.
God damn. That's correct, Jesse. I'm so impressed.
That's not.
Holy shit. Oh,
I mean, Navy and Coast Guard is probably pretty similar.
That's chief petty officer.
It says on my notes, petty officer 1st class. I think it is chief petty officer.
Yeah, petty officer 1st class is red. Chief petty officer is gold.
Well, Jesse is owed one from before from you guys, so now you guys are all in.
He can take the 100.
Yeah, we're all in. All right. My notes apparently were wrong, but anyway. All right. Jesse?
Okay, all right. I Coast Guard for 200.
Oh, all right. Let's ride. Let me make sure. Okay. I will say this is one word, is what I have. Jesse.
That's an ensign.
Damn, Jesse. Shit. Jesse cleaned it up. All right, Jesse, what's up?
Is that even a real branch, though?
If you ask Department of Homeland Security, yes, please.
All right. Jesse.
That's a seaman.
You just wanted to say seaman. You know that.
No, it is. It's
like
a
seaman recruit, not a seaman.
Okay. I mean, it is technically seaman recruit, but I think technically,
you guys got notes in front of you?
Seaman has 3 bars.
No, but Matt's sitting here got notes in front of him.
I just
for all this guy's got Coast Guard notes in front of him here. Like what?
I don't know what the fuck they are either.
Well, you're the host.
I work for the Navy, so
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna start googling all the answers real quick here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. He said seaman. I think it's good.
It's seaman recruit.
It is seaman recruit.
There's a difference between E1 and E2, I guess.
Or whatever. You know. All right.
All right. Coast Guard range for 400.
400 here. All right. This one's a big one, guys. Jesse again.
So that's a what's that? Fuck. It's a rear admiral front half or whatever.
Whoa, someone say that's wrong though.
Rear admiral upper half.
That's not what I have on my.
Are they top or bottom?
Upper. The 2 stars a lower half. The 3 stars an upper half.
All right. I think we don't know this. The Wikipedia says that it is a vice admiral. Jesse, I assume you want the 500 here?
Okay.
Sure. All right. All right. This one's tough. Enlisted. I will say it's enlisted. Obviously, right? We're Jesse. Yeah.
So the 2 stars signifies, so that is a Master Chief. Petty officer.
Correct. He's correct.
So with no stars, it's a Chief Petty Officer. With 1 star, it's a Senior Chief Petty Officer. With the 2 stars, it's the Master Chief Petty Officer. And then if there was a little something else on there, then it becomes a Command Master Chief.
I have Command Master Chief Petty Officer.
So it's the difference between a Command Sergeant Major and a Sergeant Major. But that is just the 2 stars. It doesn't have the extra little thing on it for the command.
They don't have grass, so who do they yell at to get off of the grass?
I'm just impressed. I'm going to give it to him. I'm just fucking impressed. All right, at least that's over with. Great. All right, let's get back to some real shit. You guys ready? Jesse, let's go.
Oh, okay. Military comedies for 100.
They're busting caps like a motherfucker down there.
Tropic Thunder.
Chinese Civil War. All right, that is correct.
Video doesn't play.
It didn't play for y'all?
Not for me, at least.
No.
I don't know its name. Just the sound
it showed the first frame. You know, it showed like 1 frame, and that was it.
I think you have to play it on your screen. Because I played it on mine.
I'll try.
I don't know its name, just the sound it makes when it takes a man's life.
I saw the picture, yeah.
All right. I think you have to play it on your computer, but anyway.
We'll
I think
find
that's
out.
how it works. All right.
Military comedies for 200.
Where the hell have you been, soldier?
Training, sir! Training, sir!
What kind of training, son?
Army training, sir! Army training, sir!
Matt.
Stripes.
That's correct.
Oh, God. Stripes.
Matt.
300.
All right, you're right.
Let me tell you all something. War has made me very paranoid. And when a man gets the eyeball at me, it makes my Agent Orange act up. And I get the urge to kill. Do you understand me? So yes, sir!
Jesse.
Major Payne.
All right, Jesse got that one right. Jesse.
Comedy's 400.
This man's got a chest wound. He ought to be in OR right now.
He happens to be Chinese.
Then we'll operate with chopsticks. Corman, get this guy inside.
Now, don't you dare, and that's an order.
I'm busy now, Frank. I'll take your order later.
Matt.
This side is painless. This is MASH.
Yes. Well, you're a doctor. You should know that, right?
But that's not a comedy. That was a tragedy.
Match is well known as a comedy, guys. Come on.
All right.
All right. We doing 500?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ.
Matt.
Good Morning Vietnam.
That's correct.
Military blunders 500. We'll go Afghanistan with Biden.
Yeah, that's actually the answer right there. This Roman consul died at the Battle of Carrhae. When the Parthians poured molten gold down his throat, this is a legend. Probably didn't happen.
Ah, fuck.
This was what they based the Game of Thrones thing on, right?
Yeah, they took some inspiration from that. There's 3 consuls at this time. It's the richest man in Rome, richest man in the world at the time. That's why they poured gold down his mouth. Fought Spartacus.
I buzzed in. I don't know if...
Oh, Matt.
Was it Achilles? Equus? Achilles?
Achilles is Greek.
Manus Achilles.
No, it's not who it is.
Cassius.
You said Cassius?
Right? No? Okay, so that's not it.
Cassius. Brandon. Cassius. No, I can't. Crassus. Marcus Licinius Crassus. Real asshole.
I was pretty. I was almost there.
I think we're on Matt. I assume you want 400?
Sure.
In 1415, the French army fell to Henry V and the English longbows at this battle in France. And they were outnumbered. It's very famous. Longbows, English longbows. Nope. Matt.
In France, right?
It was in France, yes.
Agincourt?
It is Agincourt, yeah.
All right.
Archers.
Archers! Archers! Stop! Draw! Blue!
300. This battle was the first victory for Russia in World War II and was the turning point on the Eastern Front. Matt.
Stalingrad?
Stalingrad.
Which one do you think I should aim at first? You should wait till there's an explosion. Do you know how to shoot? A little.
200. In this famous battle, Lieutenant Colonel George Custer and the 7th Cavalry Regiment were annihilated in less than an hour. Brandon.
Wounded Knee?
Nope. Matt.
Man, I was going to say Wounded Knee, too. That was what I thought. I apologize.
Jesse.
Bighorn? Little Bighorn?
Yes, good job.
Bighorn.
100 is the last one. A combined army of over 600,000 men commanded by Napoleon Bonaparte limped back to France after a failed invasion of this country, Matt.
Waterloo?
It's a country. We're looking for Jesse.
France.
Jesse.
Russia.
Russia. This is the final question. You wager before now. So if you don't know it, just wager 0, I guess, or whatever. You enter your wagers. It's waiting for your wagers on the computer. If you want to use some of your money from the first one, just, I guess, let me know, and I'll do the math afterwards here. I think it's like your wager and your answer. Okay, everybody's wagered. Does anyone want to use their money from before, or is it just you're good? Okay. Right, good. Okay. All right. I haven't done this before. I'm going to try this. Oh, were you able to see the question?
Yeah, it shows.
The question's up right now.
Okay.
But we haven't been able to type in our answer, or how are we doing that?
We'll find out.
Theoretically, you're all supposed to answer at the same time, so without seeing each other's answers. You already have entered your answers?
I've not entered an answer. I just entered a wager.
I don't have an answer.
There's a chat button. I think I could do that, maybe.
I don't know how this is working.
Isaruko Yamamoto.
You guys weren't able to enter it?
No.
You guys all. You guys all knew that, right? What's that? Basically. I don't fucking know. Man. That sucks. You didn't know that. All right. It won't show. It won't. I don't. It's not letting you put your answers in.
It's showing us the answer now.
Well, yeah, I know. I pushed the button for that. I can't figure out how to make it. I can't figure out how to find out your. It's not letting you put your answers in, which sucks.
Right.
Anyway. All right. Well.
Congrats, my man.
I don't even know what the fucking wagers. I don't know what the wagers were.
Those
I wagered $4,000 out of my 4,200 available.
Yeah, I wagered 0, so it doesn't really matter. I couldn't think of of his name.
You should have wagered your beard.
Jesse, did you wager 0 too, basically?
0. I had no idea who that was.
And Matt, bet 4,000. So, all right, let me do the math here real quick.
So you're doing this check or wire transfer? How do I get the money?
I'm going to put it in your butt plug saving account.
I already have a lot of money there. I don't need any more. Large and extra large.
Okay.
Yeah, but dragon size.
Jesse got 2,900 total. Brandon got 2,300 total. Yes. Matt got 3,000 plus the 42 and the 4, 10,000. Yeah, 10,200. So I crowned Matt the winner. You get a picture of me with my shirt off.
Dang, I didn't get that the first time. That's jacked.
I'm sure you can accomplish.
Very difficult to masturbate to.
All right. Well, thanks for playing. It looks like Matt and then Jesse pulled into second this time. So and Brandon bombed because there's no tanks. But
I'm just so thankful the Coast Guard copied the Navy rank, so that way I could at least come back.
Yeah, Jesse killed on that.
They're a little bit dissimilar, aren't they? The Coast Guard and Navy.
They were a little different.
Yeah, no, those were pretty much the exact same. It was wild.
Yeah, they're pretty close. All right, well, that was Military Game Show 2. I'm gonna edit it up and post it soon. So I'm gonna work on the 3rd episode as soon as possible. Thank you guys for playing, and goodbye.
Excellent.
See ya.